Good evening. I'm Greg Floyd.
And I'm Dory Marland. Albany firefighters have a different kind of fight on their hands tonight, one that might wind up saving one of the city's ladder trucks.
Craig Smith covered City Hall tonight. He joins us live from the South End with more on our top story.
Greg, Dory, Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan thinks taking a ladder truck out of service here in the South End would help to balance the city's budget and at the same time still provide top-notch fire protection. The Firefighters Union thinks that would be a big mistake, and they provided some ideas of their own. As fellow firefighters looked on, wearing their campaign slogan on their T-shirts, Union President Robert Powers showed Common Council members a proposal he says would raise $2.2 million and keep Ladder 1 in operation.
Whether examined from the point of view of the public, firefighter, or financially, the closing of Ladder 1 is a poor choice and lacks reasonable rationale.
During the meeting, the union made sure it was also visible at a separate event in North Albany, where the mayor discussed the city budget with a handful of people at the YMCA.
Fire chief selected Ladder 1 based on a whole bunch of criteria that he discussed tonight with the Common Council. As we've said, we're willing to talk to the union if we can come up with a plan.
We're really happy Mayor Sheehan has agreed to sit down and meet with our union. We do have a number of cost savings plans that are easily implementable.
Like-minded firefighters picketed in front of City Hall before the meeting. Minutes later, Fire Chief Warren Abriel was explaining why he thinks the city will be okay without that ladder truck.
So less than 10% of the time they're on a call, roughly 90% of the time they're available waiting for a call.
Ladder 1 is just the smallest territory. It's easiest to pick up that territory by the two next closest ladders.
In my personal, professional opinion, closing Ladder 1 will have negative effects on response times.
And that was the former chief, Robert Ferezzi. He said that closing Ladder 1 would be what he called a fatal city mistake. The Firefighters Union is suggesting other ways of raising the money. They think the city should cut back on overtime in several other city departments first and hire 5 new firefighters to help cut back on overtime in the fire department. They're also suggesting that the mayor go to local colleges and universities and suggest that those organizations donate voluntarily $750,000 to help cover the cost of fire protection in those areas. The mayor and the union are expected to sit down to talk about this sometime next week. In Albany, Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.